Evening, and welcome to my corner of the internet. Welcome to Bizloks Retro Hour. I'm glad to see you with me. Apologize for it being a little bit since I posted the last video. Between the last videos that we posted and now, we've had the snow apocalypse. I've had the bubonic plague. I have had just about everything running around here, and even now you'll probably notice my voice is feeling a little bit raspier than what it normally is because getting over a sinus infection. When I did the last recording, it was on the beginning of it, and you just noticed the rasping was there. Well, brother, let me tell you, the past several days have been, but if you guys have had it, and I've heard it's been going around, you know what it's like. But welcome to my corner of the internet. Today I just want to make an announcement first and foremost. We're going to be changing things up. The last two episodes that we put up, Gilligan's Island and WKRP in Cincinnati, really opened my eyes that I don't know how I'm lucky to be able to have all those episodes of Land of the Lost up now. I don't want to risk it. I don't want everything to be taken down, but all it takes is either a good swap scan and I may lose them or something to that extent. So what we're going to do, I may do it with this episode, I may do it with the next one, I don't know. It's going to really see how it hits me in about 6 or 7 minutes when I finish with the intro as to what we do, because we're flying on the edge of our seats tonight, baby. We're flying on the edge of them. Yeah, but the Gilligan's Island, short TLDR on that right there. I edited it 4 different times, and still Warner Brothers wouldn't let me post it. So I put it on my Patreon, free Patreon. Links down there. You're welcome to join. The WKRP in Cincinnati. Absolutely loved that show growing up. Best show to watch as a kid. I enjoyed it. I was excited doing it. I recorded it, did my cut, and exact same thing. Come to find out, I knew Gilligan's Island was owned by Warner Brothers. I did not realize that WKRP in Cincinnati was owned by Fox, aka Disney. Oh, when I realized that, I just knew no matter how much I cut, no matter how much I sliced, no matter what I did, I could have went and sacrificed a chicken, a pig, and maybe even a virgin to the Disney gods. It wouldn't have gotten posted because Disney's being Disney. So I got those up on my Patreon, but I need to look at the reality of this. The reaction, the commentary that I'm doing to the Land of the Lost, in which I do enjoy, I can't continue that. I can't do that format because it leaves me at high risk that all they have to do is somebody has to get a feather up their bungus or something like that, and they go and go, shoot, all the videos are gone. And probably the channel, in which all 51 of you that are out there, in which I thank each and every one of you for liking and joining and everything to that extent. Hope we get many more down the road. But for me to continue doing that, I've got to come up with a different strategy. So we're going to work on becoming a storyteller. I'm going to look at changing the format. I'm going to go through the shows. Now, here's what we're going to do. I've got this niched. I want to keep this niched on shows from my backing. I'm Gen X. I was born in '68. Land of the Lost was one of the first shows that I watched as a kid that really connected with me. And, there's a lot of good shows that I feel down there that in that time frame in which I'm going to go through. We're going to tell stories and we're going to compare it to my writing process and just analyze those. Perfect, and that's what I'm going to do. But, if there's something you guys want to do out there, I'm willing to do it. Now, if it might be Xena Warrior Princess or something from a newer generation, that might be a little bit harder for me because the connection for me and the appreciation for me to look at it that kind of fondness may not be there. But I will try it. Ideally, what I want to do is do stuff from that era, that Gen X era that really defines us Gen Xers and impacted us. Like I said with my WKRP in Cincinnati video, that video impacted me in so many different ways. Between the subject matter of the tornado, between just getting the GBs as a young kid to watching it with my dad back in the day. It just really impacted me, and those shows are. It's hard to find those. You got to be in the right age and the right impact for you to be impacted for a show. But anyhow, continuing on, but format change is up and coming. What I'm going to do, I'm not sure, but definitely format change is coming. Heads up. I'm not quitting this by no means. I am balls to the wall, continuing on with this channel. We just got to figure out a better way to do things. I got to cover my ass to prevent myself from being taken down, and I've also got to be able. I'm a storyteller. I need to be able to tell the stories flat out. So, we're going to learn something. I'm going to learn something about myself. You're going to learn something about me learning about myself as I tell these stories. But we're going to figure it out, and we're going to make it work, and we're going to go forward with this. But anyhow, we are going to be going through episode 12 of Land of the Lost, The Search. This episode is really kid-centric. It's focused on Holly and Will. Dad does some really heavy overacting. I'm here to tell you he does. Spencer Mulligan, he's older. We're in different genre of actors. Back in that time, he was doing soap operas, and so he knew how to ham it up. Well, he was really hamming it up in this episode, I tell you. And we'll see it as we go through this channel. But this story ultimately is mess around and find out story, and then deal with the consequences of what you messed around with. We got it going on there in the Lost City, and before we go any further on there, we'll just stop here and we'll start with the show on this. But I'm ready to get lost. You're ready to get lost. So let's go, cue it up, and let's get lost with them. We'll see you on the other side. Alright, so here we go. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Marshall, Will, and Holly on a routine expedition.
So, I think I'll always love this song. I really do. I think I will. It really sets out there. Yeah. It's that simple for the time. Just really look back on it and you just really, indeed. So, yeah, we're going to try to do it a little bit differently today. I'm going to try to go through scenes and tell you the story of what's going on and work through it that way without comments or anything to that extent right there. We're just going to tell the stories and kind of go work through it right there and see how this works out. It's not going to take the full 30 minutes on this by no means. We're going to have the Bizloks retro at the end of it, but yeah, we'll see how this works out for us. Roar! Okay, this episode, The Search, written by Ben Bova. This is one of the only episodes that he does of Land of the Lost. We start with Alice seeming to be in kind of a bad mood. We've got Holly family, the Marshall family out there. saying, you know what? She seems like she's in a bad mood. What do you think?
Find more light crystals.
Well, there's no sense standing around here. Let's go back home. Maybe
Hey,
tomorrow.
wait,
Huh?
wait, Dad. I thought I saw something in the jungle over there.
He did.
Something?
He saw something to allow the plot to move forward. What's going to happen? Tell them don't mess around. Don't you dare mess around. And they're heading on to it. And there's Alice. Good angle. I love this angle from this direction here.
How come the bugs don't bother you?
Because men are tougher than girls.
Kids
Well,
being
you probably
kids.
just taste worse to them.
Hey, I said no fooling around.
No
Now,
fooling
we're in new
around.
territory.
Second warning.
Stay alert and no nonsense. Come on.
No nonsense. So they're going to figure this out really soon. They're going to get into this part and look. Crystals. So crystals and the magic power, from what you guys remember from the last of the episodes, they all do something. When the episode when they first met Enoch, they discovered that I believe they could put a blue crystal and a green crystal together and it creates a force field to protect them. You've got crystals that they could put together to make the night lights. So, but they don't know the full combination and they have no idea what they all do together. And so this is the opportunity that they see that they're going to go and they're going to try to figure out what does where. Because again, they're just looking right now for crystals to refill the ability for them to make the lights. But look, they've got orange, they've got red, they've got blue, they've got green, they've got a whole mustard of crystals. Who knows what they can do? And so yeah, let's see where we go from here.
Crystals.
3 cheers for Mr. Sharp Eyes.
Let's see now. These are the kind that when you put them together, they make light.
Right.
Yeah.
See, at least they remember that. At least
Hey,
they
that's
remember
great.
that.
Hey, why don't we find the crystals that create the force field, that shocked the slee stack?
Now, wait a minute. Just
Shock
don't
the
go
sleeve
grabbing them willy-nilly.
Five
Some of
times
them are
fast.
powerful, and they could be dangerous,
Willy-nilly.
right?
Key word. Don't mess with things you don't understand. That's a trope used in a lot of stories to make things go forward. And they hear something, they think it's Enoch working in there, and of course Holly wants to go see Enoch, but it's like no, he don't want nothing to do with him. He's trying to get his stuff done, and Will Still's kind of butthurt that Enoch knows how to operate the time doorway and could get him out of there, but anyhow, but let's see what they do with the crystals for a little bit.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to experiment, okay?
They're gonna have to experiment.
Let's
figure it out.
try red and yellow.
Okay,
See,
here's a red.
sounds like he's doing
Okay, I got a
willy-nilly
yellow.
to me. And he just a while ago said, don't want to do willy-nilly.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Fooling around with those things, and it could be dangerous.
He's the one who did willy-nilly, not him.
Wow. All right,
You
let's
gotta be
try.
great for the 4th of July, Dad.
I'll tell you what. Let's.
Again, I could appreciate them trying to understand and replenish their things, but there's got to be better ways to do this. I mean, you're looking at this and saying, oh, let's grab this one. Well, let's grab this one. I've done that many a times, and have regretted that. And yeah, it's one of those times in which I've learned to mess around and find out for sure. And many a times that's happened. And I've had my share of that happening in the past.
Daddy, what happened?
Will, how bad is he hurt?
I don't know. Dad, can you hear me? Will, Holly. We're right here, Dad. Right here. What happened? The crystals. They shocked you, Dad, like lightning.
Are
You
you all
think
right,
they
Daddy?
did?
Can you get up?
Don't seem to have any strength.
Now this is where that acting came in. I mean, goes from bad to worse. This is where that acting I was talking about coming in.
Okay, come
He just really is hamming it up with this acting.
No, you two go on alone. No, Dad, we can't leave you. Listen.
And so they're going to go on with this for a little bit. And, you're in a jungle full of dinosaurs. What are you going to do? They know Enoch is in the Lost City, so that's an option. Um, you got to get back to High Bluff. That's a have to. So the logical thing's going to be, I would think, is for Will to take Dad to High Bluff and Holly go to the Lost City and find Enoch, because he's a grown man. I'm not even sure how she's going to get him up there.
I'll get Dad back to the cave.
But you can't take Dad back to the cave by yourself.
Oh, yes, I can. I know I can. But if we do it your way, you might be too late. I know I can do it.
Okay, look.
She can do it. You know
I'll
why?
go get Enoch.
Because I'm sure
I'll
the
take
script
those things,
says
all right?
so.
Okay.
Holly.
So she's going to work on getting him out of there. And look who gets to come around just as they really need to get by there. He always plays this game, the same game with Alice in the Lost City. They always wind up doing this. And luckily for him, she does have the brain of a walnut, because puppets on alert. He'll go around as she looks here, turns, go on the other side. I do want to learn that green screen and be able to work with that. There's so many things that I could do with the ferret and just try to work with camera work like that. Run! And there he goes. Up the stairs at the Lost City. And she says, dang it, here we go again. She's really upset. And one of the big things is she's upset because it's coming up to commercial break. And he's not liking it, and she's not liking it. So therefore, they're just going to go to commercial.
Welcome to Bizloks Retro Newsflash, part of the show where we talk about pop culture news, see what's new, see what there is to talk about, and kind of go with it from there. This week's show is going to be a little bit shorter. That's fine. It's going to be a good one. A few weeks ago, and I'm sure a lot of you have seen it, the new Masters of the Universe trailer came out. And I saw it, and I really like what I saw. Now, perfectly honest with you, the he-him joke, concerned. I think that's what a joke, I think it was a joke, but, we'll see on there. But let's go through it. We'll stop a little bit here and there. We'll chit-chat, talk about a few details, and kind of go with it from there. With that being said, let's get rolling with it.
All that stuff
Zor.
that only exists in
Sorceress.
legends and bedtime.
Tegan Swiftwind was inspired. I'll figure out a way to share an image of her on the back, but her design was based off Zor. Now, she's not a wizard or anything like that. She's a city leader. But the Falcon is inspired from Zor. Not gonna lie to you about it.
Stories talking.
That's Grayskull. Definitely Grayskull. Looks just like it now. Not green. And again, you can see from the side over here. Next to it, not mossy looking or anything like that. But I'm good with it. And the big thing with it is, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. You can change things. There's no problem. Things gonna change with time. But you respect where it come from, and you pay, you the original, you treat it with respect, and you understand that you're here now because of what came before, and to pay honor and respect to what came before. That's key right there with any property, whether it's Star Wars, whether it's Doctor Who, whether it's He-Man, whether it's Warner Brothers, Bugs Bunny, Mickey Mouse. You pay honor to what came before, and you translate it and you bring it forward now, but pay respect to the original. So necessary.
Tigers, spaceships, and magic swords that can make a man as
Am I going to order me a power sword? Probably so.
mighty as a god. Where I come from,
So that clearly that's the palace. Eternia, the palace on Eternia, clearly.
that stuff is real.
Guy looks the part. I give him kudos. Now, clearly this is the castle of Eternia being under siege. Clearly.
Why did you send me away?
I wanted you to be safe. So I sent you to a place I knew that they'd never find you.
Right.
There's...
That's a joke. Definitely a joke. I'm laughing at that joke.
This obsession with nerd stuff and sword things, it's not a good look for human resources.
I think this is going to be a toy store or a collector store.
I know it sounds crazy, but that sword
Looks like.
is gonna show
Yeah, you got the sword. Yeah.
me the
It's
way
like the
home.
figurines back there. So yeah, this is a comic book or a toy store. Or something to that extent.
Sir,
Ample. Yeah, look, Big Jim. So yeah. And funny, Big Jim. That's where the Cringer figure was from. And actually, if I remember correctly, some of the original figures were taken from the Big Jim line and modified to create the original. But yeah, Big Jim, the big green tiger from there is where they pulled Cringer from. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
do that.
Don't worry, the sword's mine.
Classic look. Now, the question that I haven't looked at any of the toys related to this to see what they look like. But I definitely, there is a couple that I am going to get because, you know, who am I not to get the new versions of?
Hang on, it's about to get weird.
And I'm good with everything that I've seen so far. I'm good with, you know. I would hate, I feel they understand where they made their mistakes in 87 with having it all take place on Earth. Get it, understand it wholeheartedly. I can see the first third of the movie taking place on Earth. And I can see by half of the movie going to Eternia. It has to be that way. It has to be that way. I cannot see them doing it any other way than that. Can't see it. Okay, elephant in the room. Roboto, I have no issues there. It's a different design, fine. Man-at-Arms, go for it. Let's do this. I'm perfectly fine with this. Welcome to 2026. As long as we tell a good story, I don't care. Tila, of course, got the kind of close to the colors of the original. Got the red hair, got the outfit, good. And Cringer, my gosh, we got Cringer. He better talk. Well, in the original, he spoke. In the 2002, he did not. He just meowed. So we'll see. We don't see Orko in here. Orko was never really part of the original design. He was something that Filmation came up with to put in for kids to connect with. Kids could, inspire and want to be like He-Man, Man-at-Arms, any of those. They brought Orko in to connect with the kids. So, with that being said, Orko's going to be in the movie. I can see them definitely not showing him in this because, they don't want to show everything. In reference to Adam in the pink shirt, perfectly fine with that. I'm good with this. Not sure what to think on that. We'll see. We got what? Fisto coming up. And some of the names, I swear. And mind, I never collected the action figures for He-Man. Never did. I have always wanted a Trapjaw figure. I'll probably get a Trapjaw figure. And that's about it there.
What am I supposed to do?
I can't remember what it's called, but that looks just like the ship Skeletor had in the cartoon. Don't remember what the name of it was called, but that's just that is that ship. Elephant in the room, Jared Leto. Here's the deal. Never, not a fan of him. Anything he's done, not been a fan of. But I'm not going to hold that against him. They chose him to be Skeletor. We'll see how it goes. Now, Alan Oppenheimer did the perfect voice of Skeletor. Oppenheimer's like in the 80s. Now, he's like Peter Cullen. He's kind of old now. He's not going to be doing this, But dogging on his troops, calling them booby, and, just the way he dogged his troops out, I expect that. I do expect that. His laugh, I am expecting that. Just because we're bringing him to the new world, a new time of now, does not mean you change the character fully. He's a threat. He is a problem. But he's still Skeletor. He's still Keldor. He is still... We've got expectations of this character. And I hope they fulfill those expectations.
Take the sword.
Yep. Pop one time.
You protect them.
Here we go. Classic right here. And did you see? Haha. Trapjaw, of course. Beastman. Needlehead. I mean, they all look good. Um, I feel really good about this. Uh, they have an opportunity. I mean, when was the last IP that we had that had a relaunch that had this opportunity? 2007, the Transformers. This is granted, Michael Bay, he drove him into the ground. Yes, he did. But this is an opportunity here. I want to see them bring something forward that we can enjoy, that kids can enjoy, and to give us something to go to the theaters. I mean, the theaters need something like this. I mean, gosh, with everything that's happening with Warner and Netflix, last year they had a major low. The revenues wasn't the same on this thing. They need something big. I have strong hopes this is going to bring to the theaters something that we've been needing for a long time. And so yeah, what's your thoughts? You guys gonna see it? I can tell you, I'm gonna take the Ferret. We're gonna go see this movie for sure. Definitely so. I'm excited about it. I feel positive about it. This is one of the few movies that I feel positive about in 2026. I know they got the Mario Brother movie coming out. It's like, yeah, I'll probably go see it. Supergirl, don't have much faith in. Gosh, there's a couple of other movies that I've got that I just Mandalorian Grogu. I'm probably not even going to waste my time, to be perfectly honest with you. This, I will see it. Hopefully, it's good enough that I can see it multiple times. But yeah, I've got high expectations with this. But enough of this. Let's go back to episode 12. Let's go finish that up, and we'll wrap the show up from there. Thanks for joining me on this. Guys, have a good one, and we will see you on the other side. Later.
The minute she turns away, there he goes.
Hi, Alice.
Now here we go. Somehow she may. I have not. If you remember when they go to Lost City, they got to go over that crevasse with the platform going across it. You got to do that. Can I make it back from here?
Hurry up the stairs, Daddy. What can I do? Maybe the basket, if it's strong enough to hold you.
Wonderful idea. And cue in the again. Even in not acting, he's overacting. Yep, there you go. Put yourself in that position. You're down there, you can't move, and you hear a T-Rex just yelling, screaming, roaring. It's like, what the heck am I gonna do? So she's gonna come down there, and she's gonna work with it and everything to that extent to try to get him on there. Now, this I can buy. I have no issues buying this. This is legit. This is logical. Move him over into this. Where I have issues on this is coming up when she gets him to the top. Excuse me. Is this a smoking flight or non-smoking flight? Up, we hear Grumpy again. He says, "Stop lollygagging, just get me to hell up there." So she's going up there. Basket's not on there, so she's going to have to tie the basket on there. No way on this earth that that can happen like that.
Daddy, I can't lift you. Daddy, I can't lift the basket. I can't get you up to the cave, Daddy.
Counterweight.
Counterweight.
You use your basket. Counterbalance.
Look at
Yeah,
that
I
acting.
think I know.
I'm telling you. Oh, sounds like he's getting closer. There's a sleaze-like, run! Ha! Excuse me. All right, he's running through here. No sleeve stack can be found yet. Okay. Balance, counterbalance. It's a legit idea. It's a good idea. And you even got the rocks there. So I'll even give him this right here. You know. Now, believe me, first and foremost, as a 5-year-old or 6-year-old kid when I saw this first time, absolutely, that can be done. So, hurt him again. Uh-oh. That can be done. Not going to question it a bit, you know. Yep. Up, here comes sunshine.
No more time for rocks.
Now, this is where I've got the issue at. He's a good 12 inches short. There, that's absolutely no reason he made this because the production crew did help there with that. Oh, he is so eaten. Oh, and it's lunch. Spot never is there except this time. Yeah, you just busted Lucky wide ass open. Oh, there's that noise. So we're going into the same cave where they met Enoch before. And all that. Oh, let's go with it a little bit. Here we're going to go with.
How did you get me up
here? Luck.
I filled the other basket up with rocks and it just pulled you right up.
He was lucky that he did that.
You did that by yourself. It's good work.
Okay.
He went to the Lost City to find Enoch.
Lost City? No. It's a sleeve stack.
Yes, it's a sleeve stack.
He can't go there. It's too dangerous.
He did.
Back.
Me now.
No, Daddy. No, I won't let you go. No, Daddy. No, you're too weak. Daddy,
Yeah.
lay back down. Daddy,
I
no.
would sit back and say, go ahead.
Wait,
Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. That's what I thought.
Just as headstrong as you.
I hardly remember her.
No. I didn't realize that their mom passed away until I started watching it this time around.
Right.
I think there was subtle cues that they dropped. And back when they did the episode, what was it? The album.
She was beautiful.
Which was did that trap. That's when I realized that their mom had died before this, and so reason I guess I was able to do this story like this is because their mom was dead. And so yeah, this part of it right now, he's just flashbacking, telling Hallie how much she's like her mom, smart, hard-headed. everything like that.
I'm about to start the final countdown for the dimensional
Final count.
Oh,
Sorry.
I'm glad I found you in time. We need your help. My dad's hurt and we
Do
got...
not disturb me. I must concentrate on the proper sequence. In a few moments,
That's
I will open the tiny
altruism
doorway and
for
return to my own
get the hell out of
world.
here and leave me alone.
You may wish me goodbye.
Yep, there you go. And another commercial.
We need your help.
The final countdown has started. The dimensional doorway will connect with my world for a few moments only. If I do not go through at that precise time, I may never reach my own world again.
But we need your help, Enoch. My father's dying.
That is unfortunate, but I cannot go with you to help him.
Nope, not gonna do it.
I miss my chance to return home.
Hey, wait a minute. When you needed our help, we gave it to you. And now you've got to help us, Enoch.
You helped me because I forced you. You had no choice.
Simple enough.
That does not
Not
put
an
me
option.
under any obligation to help you. But I do have a choice. I can either stay here and help you, or return to my I choose to return home. You must do without my help.
It's called make do, dude. Uh-oh. Hello, Mr. Grumpy.
Oh no! Grumpy came back!
Stay away from the cave. I'll get him.
Yep.
Here.
Holly, don't touch those.
Don't touch him. Don't touch him.
I'll show you.
No,
Oh, there's one.
those are too dangerous. Don't.
Here, Ugly, play with this.
She. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to do this. I have a little bit of issues with this.
I'll get him.
Now, he says those are too dangerous.
Holly, don't touch those.
They're all in the same bag, and they were all touching me.
Those are too dangerous.
Here, Ugly, play with this.
Yeah. You just noped out of that one.
Daddy, please don't die. Daddy, please. I know Will's coming back. I know he is.
He'll be fine. He's just
Please
overacting
don't die,
right now.
Daddy.
Strong. And you take good care.
Daddy, please hang on. Daddy, please. Daddy, please.
Okay.
Enoch, you don't understand.
No,
We
you don't
need your
understand.
help. My father will die if you don't help him.
That is regrettable.
Look,
Very.
we can cure him. It'd only take a few minutes once you got back to the cave.
I cannot spare a few minutes. This sequence must be controlled precisely, or else the dimensional doorway
Precisely.
will not open.
We're really
onto
stressing
my
on the precisely.
world. The sequence has reached the critical phase. The dimensional doorway is
Critical
open.
phase.
It's the forest outside the lost city.
The sequence will move through time and space. Watch.
It's my world.
Now, how do you
my
know
time.
that's Earth?
Yes, that is your time and place. The doorway has stopped momentarily in your world. Quickly, go through the doorway.
Go through the doorway, you hit the road, and you get run over by 18-wheeler.
I can get back home?
Sounds like a perfect
Yes,
idea.
but you must go now. I can only hold the doorway open a few more seconds.
We all know. We all know.
It is your home.
We all know that direction that's going to go. I mean, he wants to. They all want to, but Leave Mom, leave Dad, leave Holly here, land of the lost, while he just goes willy-nilly into that. Nope, he ain't gonna do that. A human wouldn't do that. Now, maybe of course, if it was him by himself, it would, but, you know.
There's trouble. That's just the way we are.
That is your law?
It's no law. It's just the way we live. Most human beings.
Things.
At least Dad, Holly, and myself.
And in 1974,
me.
maybe 2026, it may not be the same.
Hey, what are you doing?
Shut it down. Shut it all down. Shut it all down.
If you will not go through that doorway, you are making a sacrifice. I cannot allow your sacrifice to be greater than mine.
You said that if you didn't
must show
Ego
as much
much?
self-control as you. It is our law. It is our way of life. Show me the way to your father's cave.
Lucky for him. Lucky for him.
The jewel stones produce too much energy for your human body
You
to
think?
absorb. The effect caused shock to your nervous system. It could have been fatal.
Fatal.
I feel fine.
The energy of the healing cycle has restored balance to your body.
Restored
I don't know how
balance.
to thank you. You gave up a chance to get home.
Oh, he didn't like that.
Do not thank me. Your son forced me to come here.
Yeah, he held a
Was
gun to his head.
Sacrifice that saved your life, not mine.
Will, what's
Sounds
he
a
talking
little bit
about?
bitter there, doesn't he?
It's a long story, Dad.
Where will he go?
Back to the Lost City, I guess.
Yep.
I just hope that he can get back into his own world again. You know, Enoch was only half right. Both of you saved me. I couldn't have gotten back here without the both of you.
Oh, it wasn't that much, Dad.
I still don't see how she
You know,
got him back.
sometimes I underestimate you. Both of you are growing up, and you're able to take care of
I
yourself.
think the
really.
production crew helped her get him
Proud of
back
you, both of you.
personally.
Who's gonna cook dinner tonight?
I'll cook.
No, I'll help.
Okay.
Have a safe trip, Enoch.
Yeah. See how that goes. Okay. So this was done differently. I didn't let it go. I did not depend on them. I made it transformative. I narrated the story. This is my first time trying it, and I appreciate you guys giving me the opportunity to. Again, I've got to do this a different way to be able to protect the channel, to be able to grow the channel, and to be able to have a channel that I can call my own and flourish. You know, when I first started this, I said, this is a learning, and this is learning. You know, I didn't go off of a script. I actually went on the fly on this, reacted as I watched it with you. So, kind of pleased with myself. I'm proud with that. But meet me on the other side, and we'll wrap this thing up, and we'll call it done. See you then.
Mess around and find out. Trope of working with something you don't understand, and the repercussions of that. That's a trope that a lot of writers used. That's a trope that I've used within Ferret Run. You know, working Trin, providing the technology to Professor Hare. He doesn't know. All he knows is, you know, from what Trin advises him, that this can be used for this, and they just kind of work it together. So they find out that, yeah, we just found out. But also we're working with trope of sacrifices. You know, people sacrificing things for the greater good. One that really strikes close to me is Wrath of Khan. The needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few are the one. And so you see Spock take his own version of the Kobayashi Maru and give his life to save the crew of the Enterprise so they can get away from the Genesis device. Well, kinda. You see, in a way, you see the same thing here. You know, as Will was in Enoch's cave, you know, Enoch had started the process with the doorway. It was going through, it hit supposedly, you know, our world. The door was right there and it was open and he could have went home. But no, he didn't. He chose not to. There was family back home, back at the cave that needed him. And no, he's not going to make that sacrifice. That sacrifice is not on the table to make. The helping their dad, helping the family is more important. And so he chose to do that, which in turn, Enoch should have said, fine, okay, whatever. Continued on, found his doorway, and just went through and see you next Saturday. But he didn't. The sacrifice that Will made showed an element of control, discipline, or whatever you want to call it. And the Etruscan race, evidently, as from this episode, they don't like the idea of somebody making more of a sacrifice or more discipline, however you want to say it, than them. And so he was ready to take offense to that. So as a result, shut it down, turned it off, and made his way to the cave, Will, and from there he's able to help his dad. And then everything ends, and you go from there. So they is able to take that trope, make it work. Ben Bova, the writer who did this story, this was the only story that he did for Land of the Lost, and I really didn't see much other of his works. I don't know if he worked with this kind of trope a lot or not, but he's able to make it work. I mean, this wasn't that bad of a story on that. The only thing where I can bring criticism up is just a little bit of overacting that's done there. But anyhow, that's going to bring end to this episode of Bizloks Retro Hour and episode 12, Search. With me trying it this way, I'll be perfectly honest with you. I'm going to probably do another episode or two of Land of the Lost just to kind of keep going down this area. I may look and redo the others. Here's the deal. I am terrified on the channel coming down. And again, it's early, it's young. There's no big demand on Land of the Lost, but they've got that reboot that's being worked for Netflix. I'm almost guaranteed that when it starts to become more production news and more information on it's coming out, they're going to get really, really persnickety. And from what I've seen, I'm going to be the only one who does this with this particular Sid and Marty Krofft content on YouTube, and I don't want to put it at risk. So, do I go redo the other episodes in this style right here, or do I just private them and move forward? And I could private them and put them all on the Patreon. That's an option. I may do that and give you that content there. That content will be there and not here. That's actually a legit option. That's an idea right there, because I believe I kept every solid unedited episode, and that'd be a legit way to do it. So that's what we can do. And also me doing it this way, it just dawned on me. I don't have to go through here and cut every 60 seconds. I can just let this run straight. So I've got to record the Bizloks Retro Newsflash, put it in there with one of those commercial breaks, and we'll go with it from there. So, yeah, I got ideas. I can use these kidneys and make things work. Excuse me. And again, sorry about the cough. Excuse me. But thank you for those of you who are still here watching me cough my lung out. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. If you can, please like and subscribe. This channel is young. I'm going to do a lot of growing and everything to that extent. And by the way, in the link below, I'm putting this out now. I'm not putting this out any place else. This week, I released the abridged version of Ferret Run. Yes, if you've got a Kindle, now, I'm going to release it on my website free of charge. I'm releasing a Kindle version as well. It's 99 cents. And the only reason it's 99 cents is because I had to charge something. They wouldn't let me release it free. But if you feel inclined to purchase it off of Amazon, I'll share the link down there. And this abridged version is like 4 chapters. And it's the heart and the soul of Ferret Run. You'll read it, you'll be a little bit confused because it's the prologue, chapter 1, chapter 5, chapter 27. There's a varied amount of chapters, a lot of stuff in between, but it gives you the core of Liddell and what the story is about, just a part of what the story is about. And it gives you a feeling of, the book that I wrote. So if you are inclined, you're more than welcome. Click on the link. I'll put it in there and then you can go. If you've got a Kindle, download it on your Kindle and read it. You're more than welcome to. And if you'd like, give me feedback back here. Every person who I've shared this version with, they've really liked what they've read. They've enjoyed it. And they look forward to reading the full book when it comes out. So I'm excited about that. And I'm excited to be able to get this part of my life on and get this book out there for you. But glad you're here. For those, if this is your first time coming here, there's other episodes you're more than welcome to watch. Take some time, watch them before I put them on my Patreon. Like, subscribe, share with me what you think about this episode. Share with me what you think about any of the episode. If there's another way that I can do this without the YouTube cops getting me, I'm willing to listen to you. But thank you for being here. I look forward to next time. And until then, be good to one another. Be safe. And we shall see you then. You all take care. Bye.
Turn the dial back, don't rush the past. Some stories were